you have rehabilitated yourself. You're doing so many good things with what you know and what you understand. You are not surprised that this is going on, are you?
Not at all, but just to clarify something, I did not go to prison for fixing games. What I went to prison for was passing along information over state lines. So definitely not surprised with what's going on. I think this is just the tip of the iceberg, like you said earlier, and I think you're going to see maybe more of a bigger scandal coming out of the college level, because you have these young athletes that aren't going to make it to the next level, and somebody's going to offer them money to maybe fix a game and only win by 12 rather than 15, and they're going to take that money because they're going to need a way to support their family. So I think it's just the tip of the iceberg in many different ways.
Dom, I remember a guy saying to me a few years ago when like FanDuel was first becoming a thing, and he's like, this is the single best thing that has ever happened in the history of organized crime, is online betting as an opportunity. Are you surprised that people are surprised to hear Italian mafia names involved in something like this?
No, first, Chris, thank you for having me on. It's a pleasure being here. And no,
Thanks, Dom.
I'm not surprised at all. If there's a will, there's a way, especially with the mafia. Just give them an inch and they'll take it a mile. It's just it's through attrition. It's any which way they see something, they see an opportunity, they're going to take advantage of it. And it just made it easier for them with this online betting, online gambling, offshore betting.
Yeah, I wish people were right, that the families were done. But you and I both know they're not. And that takes me to you, Brother Swecker. So the idea that all those unindicted people that they have so far and the kind of reach and time they've spent on this, the suggestion that there's more to come, what can you tell us about how a case like this is made and what makes you suspect that there's more to come?
Yeah, well, first, the revelation here is that the La Cosa Nostra hasn't gone away. I mean, they did, as you said, they changed how they do business. They got smacked in the 90s and the mid 2000s, and they got RICO'd so many different times, leadership taken out, decimated. But they reconstituted themselves in a more quiet way. But they've never strayed from gambling, sports gambling, fixing games and that sort of thing, and the extortion and debt collection and money laundering that goes along with it. So I think this case was probably built on the backs of cooperators. I think some information came, the FBI's way or HSI. They all seem to claim that they were the agency that started this case, each one of them at the press conference. But some information came their way. They built on it, and through cooperation, through some electronic surveillance, no doubt, and some other means and techniques that they use, undercover operations and that sort of thing, the use of the cooperators. When I see 9 unindicted co-conspirators, I see cooperators. I see people that.
Let me ask one other.
Go ahead.
Right, right, and that's where you're going to use that to run this a little bit deeper. Let me just get one other box checked here, and then we'll continue the conversation when they come out with more information. But Dom, is it true that one of the bosses from the Bonanno family got caught up in this? Because that changes the dynamic of fear in the ranks and what people will do to protect themselves. Is that true as far as you know?
It's actually alleged that Ernie Aiello is the acting street boss for Michael Mancuso, because Michael Mancuso, who's the official boss of the Bonanno crime family, is currently on parole. So he has, supposedly they're related some way. So he has Ernie Aiello doing all his running around, meeting people, passing messages, taking care of the family business, due to the fact he doesn't want to get violated again. So yes, it is true that they have an acting street boss involved in this case.
And, that's important for people who follow organized crime, because when a boss is involved, they get a lot more desperate and a lot more dangerous in terms of what they'll do to protect them. Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.